All right, we are green. We are good to go. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. My name is Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, a place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world and our country, but how we're going to fix both of them together. And I'm coming to you right now on the election eve with some fantastic, phenomenal, amazing victory news. Guys, the ATF just got smacked right upside the head with a backhand from the court system. They have now ordered the ATF to return any and all bump stocks back to the owners of which they confiscated them from making up their own rule to begin with. This is complete and total victory. As you guys get in here, make sure you hit that 5x5. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. And we're going to break into this. And if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. This is the only place where we're going to spread that freedom that you guys are going to enjoy, as well as the next generation. And thank you for that consideration. All right, we are 5x5. Guys, check this out. You're going to love every second of this. This is that stuff right here. All right. So if you are not familiar, this is Michael Cargill right here, as in Cargill versus Garland, as in the guy who took the ATF to court over the bump stocks and got a nice little victory. Let me read you the actual announcement he just made 39 minutes ago, and then I'll show you the court decision. Then tune into what he said. This is beautiful. Breaking news. Judge David Allen Ezra has vacated the bump stock ban rule. Now, all the bump stocks have to be returned to the owners that the ATF confiscated. The Cargill versus United States bump stock case is officially over. Thank you. Oh, I love me some victory. We've been working towards this for a long, long time, and it's sweet to see. All right, I think, yeah, here we go. Let me pull this up here. Here's the document right here. I'm going to link it down there if you want to watch it yourself. Let me just read you the end result here. The order granting Rule 60 motion for relief from judgment. As you can see, the actual timestamp is right up here. This is a new document filed 11/4/24 right there. Sorry, didn't say that part. Got excited. The matters before the court are plaintiff Michael Cargill's Rule 60 motion for relief from judgment, or alternatively Rule 59 motion to amend the judgment, and renewed motion under Rules 59C and 60 to alter the judgment to vacate the final rule and provide declaratory relief. After careful consideration of the matters raised in the motions, the court grants both motions. Vacated final rule, provided declaratory relief. Boom. Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? Let me get right back up to his verbiage. Breaking news. Judge David Allen Ezra has vacated the bump stock ban/rule. Now all bump stocks have to be returned to the owners that the ATF confiscated. The case is over. And if you're not familiar with why this was so important and why we fought on this and covered this for 3 years, congratulations to every single one of you who were on the cutting edge of this. Let's listen to Michael Cargill himself explain what this case was, because this, guys, this is a big one.
My job is to stand on anyone's throat that thinks they're going to take our Second Amendment rights away.
So, Michael, is Cargill versus Garland, and that would be Merrick.
That is correct.
And it's about?
So Cargill versus Garland is the bump stock lawsuit case, and this case is not just about bump stocks. This case is about the ATF thinking that they can actually create and write law. So we brought the Cargill versus Garland case to pretty much say, hey, ATF, you cannot create law. That's for Congress. Congress, you know, and we all heard of that song, the Schoolhouse Rock song.
Sure.
How a bill becomes law. Well, someone in Congress writes a bill, it goes to a committee, they vote on it in both houses, it goes to the president signs it, and that's how it becomes law. Not an agency within the federal government. And this case is bigger than guns. It's bigger than the Second Amendment.
Sure.
This case is about the EPA. This case is about OSHA. This case is about any federal agency that thinks that they're going to...
They're all doing it.
...overstep their bounds, which they are.
Right.
And we're saying, no, we're going to reel you in. We're going to reel in that federal agency and put them back in that box where they belong.
All right, so I got 30 more seconds, but I just got to stop and say something on what he just said. Guys, this is such a big deal for what we've been driving towards together for the past 3 or 4 years since the Biden administration realized they didn't have Congress, so they couldn't inflict their gun control law and desire, so they had to do it through the executive bureaucracy, so the ATF, the DOJ, and then they did the same thing with the EPA. That's what he's talking about. The three-letter bureaucracies that just make up rules whole cloth because they want to. That's what he's talking about. That's why this is so important. That's why the Chevron case got destroyed with the Loper Enterprises. I mean, guys, we are on the cusp of extreme freedom, and we just keep on driving. But let me get back to Michael. Sorry, I had to say that.
Well, I think it's very intentional that the President of the United States has just let go. He's just letting him run amok.
Right, and that's why we brought this suit. We're, reaching out to everyone. We're reaching out to like Gun Owners of America, NAGR, the NRA to, stand together, shoulder to shoulder, because this case is a very important case. Cargill versus Garland actually gives us a definition of machine gun.
All right. He's hitting on all the right stuff. And guys, I'm going to bring this back to myself really quickly. I want to just, if you're just now coming in and you missed the main stuff, effectively, Judge David Allen Ezra has vacated the bump stock ban rule. Now all bump stocks have to be returned to the owners that the ATF confiscated. The case is over. They lost. Guys, this is hard to extrapolate how big of a deal this is in a short little live stream video. This is a massive blow to the executive bureaucratic overreach of which we've seen usurping the power of Congress over the last 3 to 4 years. In the Second Amendment realm, we are driving the freedom forward. But it has been basically said, yeah, no, it's dead, and you're going to have to give everything that you confiscated right back to the people you confiscated it from. And an interesting question just came up over here in the actual chat. What about the ones that they destroyed? Excellent question. I smell a lawsuit. This is going to be fun. They just lost. So now I'm going to say something else. This, some people will agree, some people don't. I'm just going to roll with it. You can let me know what you think in the chat and the comments afterwards. We are on the cutting edge of freedom in the moment that we're in right now, this second. They have to overreach before we react. They overreached dramatically. We reacted. They have now been handed a loss. Again, the rule has been vacated. Completely. Gone. Ain't happening again. They can now use this as precedent for when they try to do it again. The only problem with that is they won't be able to try to do it again because the Chevron case got backhanded a year ago, 6 months ago, in the same fashion. They are trying to step on our rights through executive bureaucratic overreach, and we're fighting back, and look what's happening. The next time someone on our side of the aisle says nothing can happen, they're going to take our rights, they're going to do whatever they want, they're going to win, I call bullcrap. It takes us to stand up and fight. Look what just happened. And I'm not going to sit there and preach to you. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. But the bottom line is we have a victim mentality around the overreach of the government sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And all it takes is one person to stand up and rally behind them. This is what happens. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's incredible. Guys, it's hard to express how awesome this is. I mean, genuinely, I'll go back to that statement again. After careful consideration of the matters raised in the motions, the court grants both motions, vacated the final rule, and provided declaratory relief. Guys,
my job is to stand on.
Sorry, Michael. This is a sweet, sweet victory. It's hard fought. It was a long road. We got there together. They took it to the House. They made it happen. Make sure you send this out. Spread some love. Make sure you vote tomorrow because we got even more freedom to spread. And I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.